going over the very first bike that I did, just to flip. It was a 2000 BMW R1100RT. And I got this bike from a gentleman. I've pulled up the numbers. I'm gonna reference them. I'm gonna try and put them here. So I purchased the bike from a gentleman for $2,400. And I had to do a little bit to it, but pretty much it was in good running condition. It had relatively low miles. I'll put the miles right here. I think it's 20-something thousand miles on it. And for a 2000, it was pretty good. Comparable to what I'd seen out there on the market, I knew I was getting a pretty good deal. I expected to get right around 3,800 to 4,200 when it was all cleaned up, good to go. So I picked it up, did a test ride, checked it out, everything, it felt good, it all performed just as it should. It did have a minor oil leak. With kind of my mechanical knowledge, I knew that I could tackle it if it was a gasket or something like that, but it turned out he just did an oil change on it and he didn't tighten the oil filter all the way, so it leaked a little bit from there. I literally got underneath the bike, tightened it up, and it stopped leaking because it was super loose. So yeah, that was an easy fix. But as far as the finding it, really I just did a lot of looking through Facebook Marketplace and doing just some general market research to see what about they're going for. Kind of a trick that I use is I look nationwide. So I would look all over the nation to see what they were going for to make sure that I was getting a good deal. And knowing that my idea with it was to get it and try and sell it. My goal was within 30 days to buy it, fix it up, and sell it. And that's what I ended up doing. I got it. It really just needed some little stuff. Most of it was just detailing, getting it all cleaned up really well. It was black. I polished the paint up. I did a ceramic coating on it just to kind of try and get it to as high of a level for that kind of bike as I could to appeal to someone who really wanted one of those kinds of bikes. So total cost all in on the bike was right around $2,600. That's after I titled it, I did the registration, I got insurance, I rode it around a little bit like to work it back, so I want to make sure that everything's functioning good. So I put a couple hundred miles on it just to make sure that everything was good. And now when it went time to sell, I always make sure to do excellent photos. I try and do just a good walk around video, and I get that posted up so that I can sell it pretty quickly. So that bike, it had a few good bites on it. Really, I tried to list it with a really good description, something that'll just kind of explain it as it is. You don't want to oversell it and make it seem like it's perfect when it's not. If it has scratches and stuff on it, you want to note that. So I did that. I displayed it very clearly as to what the condition was and kind of gave people a fair sense as to what to expect. Now when I advertise it for sale, I do that to a nationwide audience, and I was able to sell it within that 30-day kind of month time frame that I had set for myself, and it sold for $4,000 even. So I ended up profiting I think just a couple bucks over $1,400 on that bike, and it took me a month. Really with maybe 10 hours of labor going into it, into the cleaning, the ceramic coating, the polishing, going and getting it and all that stuff, and someone came and picked it up, and it ended up shipping off to Texas. This is where the buyer was at, so he pulled it from there, and that's kind of how things went with it. So I'm going to be doing more of these. They're definitely going to be a little bit better with the bikes that I've done more recently, the red Ducati, and then I have just started. I just picked up another Ducati that I'll be showing in a video coming very soon, a monster. So without further ado, that's how things ended up with this one. I'll show you here soon what I did on the red Ducati on the ST4S. So keep an eye out on that. I really want to be able to put some more knowledge out there to help you if you're trying to flip a few bikes, make a few extra bucks. I want to be able to help and kind of share some of the ways that I'm doing that. And I'll share more as I go, as I get more insights and tips, and also some of the kind of the quote unquote trade secrets that I have that I've been using that's been helping it to go really smoothly and work. So I'll be sharing some of those in future videos as well. But for now, cheers, and until the next time.